What's up, guys, and welcome to another video. And let's get ready to wake up and react to another episode of Tanya, Season 1, Episode 10. Holy shit. Pretty soon we're going to be starting No Game, No Life. I think this week I'm doing, yeah, okay, I'm going to get up to Episode 11. I'm supposed to, if I stick with my schedule. I will be recording, Tanya Episode 11 on Thursday. For Patreon, this applies. For YouTube, that probably won't be posted until next week. Maybe like Sunday or Monday, I'm not sure. Um but little thing I want to address just real quick for people on Patreon. Hey, stop. Coda. Hi. He's like massaging his teeth on the footboard of my bed. Here, look at him. I don't know if you guys can see him over there, but you see him? Look, he's massaging his gums. He's gonna leave like. Oh, this. Oh my god! You see him? He shreds that thing. Stop. Please, cat. Okay. Oh my god. Where was I at? Oh yeah. Hang on. Now I have to make sure the camera is straight. Because you guys know. OCD's a bitch. Yeah. So, last time. Stop. Stop doing that. Please. Code Gias. So, yeah. So, literally, after I was done recording that yesterday, I was, like, thinking about it. And I was like, I'm gonna go back. So I ended up going back and watching the scene, the Yuffie and, Suzaku love confession. And I was like, ooh. This is, like... I literally, like... And I didn't read your guys' comments until, like, right now before I was recording. Tanya. And you guys are saying the exact same things I said yesterday. I, like, rewatched it at about, like, I don't know, 11 o'clock p.m. my time. And I was like, oh my god, this is so, like, it's just not the time. It's kind of forced. It felt like bad acting, like two actors who are supposed to be, like, playing people who are in love with each other. And it's this big, dramatic love confession. And it was just like, ooh, no, let's just stop right there. Like, his reaction, too, like, there was no passion in it. Like, what the? It was bad. It was bad. One of the worst. Like, just like, I didn't feel it. Like, in the moment, I was like, oh, that's so cute. But then when I went back and watched it, I was like, ooh. I mean, it's still, I mean, it's sweet, I guess, but it's not as, like, passionate as other, like, anime couple. You know what I mean? Ugh, it just wasn't the best. But anyways, Tanya. So yeah, I'm not gonna change my mind on the whole responsibility thing, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, do you know how far you could take the whole that? Okay, so like, let's just say, oh, I was just following orders. So when they told you to rape that girl, you were just following orders. Not saying they did this, but I'm just saying examples. So when they told you to go kill these kids who were over there just eating bread, like on the street, like you're not in a town, you're on your way passing into whatever, and you just see these children just by a tree, homeless, eating a piece of bread, but you just saw them and you're like, you just killed them. Well, I was just following orders. So same thing with the Nazis killing all the Jews. Well, I was just following orders. I pulled out their teeth because my commander told me to. Adult teeth with nothing wrong with them. Well, I mean, I was just following orders. Do you know how far you could take that and how much fucked up shit you could get away with? Get away with? I'm not accepting that you were just following orders. I'm not. I'm sorry. Okay, so, well, your choice is either you follow your commander's orders or you don't. So you'll be brought in and other people are just going to kill them anyways, right? I understand that. Yeah, I know that people are going to kill them anyways. There's other people there. Okay, and then a person was trying to tell me, well, if he doesn't do it, whatever his name was, then the other soldiers would have to do it. I mean, they were all going to do it anyways. So he's not really saving anyone's conscience or soul here. I mean, they were all following the orders anyways. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, one person, is that really going to destroy, like, I get it. One person not doing it's not really going to help anything. But, and then maybe he'll be killed right after. Well, why are you even going to follow that order? Because if you follow the order, you're just going to get killed yourself. Okay, and so what if I die? I don't care. I don't care. At least I'm not killing innocent people. I'd be able to live with that for the 5 minutes I'm allowed to live. I would rather die knowing I did the right thing the right thing, which is the hard thing. I would respect him more if he stood up for himself, which he kind of did, but fell through, and stood up for the right thing. I'd respect him more for doing that than just following orders. You know what I mean? Like, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with, well, I was just following orders. Okay, so you raped a girl, you killed the children, you slaughtered a million Jews, or millions of Jews, pulled their teeth out, raped them, you. What else did they do? I'm watching fucking Hunters. What are the things they did? Forced them to sing, and if they were off note, you killed them until there's one winner left. Um, I mean, I'm sure there's more. You know what I mean? Like beating them for stepping out of line, like maybe like any retard not I shouldn't say that word. Any dumb excuse you could come up with. Oh, well, they looked at me funny, I'm going to kill them. Like, do you know how far you could take that? Like seriously? No, no. Yeah, guys. I mean, when I was reading some of those comments where they're like, well, they're just following orders, and if they don't do it, then they die. Okay, then they die. I don't give a fuck. Die then. Die doing what's right instead of living doing the most fucked up thing in the world. Like, stop. I can't stand that. Well, they know when they're signing up that they have to follow the commander's orders. Hey, no, you don't follow an order if it's fucked the hell up. No. You do what's right. I'd respect them more for that. I don't know. I'm getting a little emotional about it, I'm sure, but I'm just saying, like, just reading those comments, guys, like, and again, yes, I know that the rest of them are just going to do it anyways, but like I said, at least one person there would have done the right thing. I don't know. But what? You know what you're signing up for when you go to war. I mean, some of these people probably didn't even have a choice, though. Some of them were probably dragged here against their will. You still expect them to follow orders? Like, even if you're trying to say, well, they signed up, they knew what they were getting into. Like, I could just debunk that argument right there. Some of them probably didn't have a choice, like I said. So it's just. And then someone tried to say, what about this example? Would you. I mean, when I say it's still his responsibility, I mean, it's Tanya's responsibility too, since she gave the order, but it's still on him because he did the action. He did it. You know what I mean? And also, someone tried to give the example like, oh, you know, what if someone held a mother's child at gunpoint and told the mother, if you don't go rob this bank, then I'm gonna kill your kid. Do you still hold her responsible for robbing that bank? Yes, I do. Yeah, she did it. Do I understand why she did it? Do I sympathize? Am I gonna think she's a bad person for doing it? No. I mean, she's not killing anyone. She's taking some money. It's paper. Like, no. No, I don't. I'm not going to criminalize her for that. But did she do something wrong? Did she steal from a bank? Yes, she did it. She is responsible for what she did. Yes. But so is the person who put her in that situation. They're both at fault. They're both responsible. Responsible maybe for different things or in different ways, but for the same thing. But nonetheless, they're both still accountable. Um, I don't know. Like, again, can I understand why someone did something? Yes. But can I think less of them for not doing the right thing, like in whatever Kurt's situation or Klein, whatever his name is? Yeah, I'm gonna think a little less of him. I think he's a little weak to, you know, kill innocent people instead of, just saying, fuck my life, just do what you want, kill me, I don't care. I would, yeah, I even asked everyone in my family. One person agreed with the people saying that he's not responsible, it's the person who told him. No, no. Um, and the rest of my family agreed with me. So, and they said, yeah, I would say just kill me or I would shoot myself. Yeah, I agree. I would do the same thing. Maybe that makes me weak for committing suicide or letting them kill me. I don't know. I guess it's all personal preference. It's opinion based. It's perspectives. It's whatever you've been through in your life. But in my opinion, the right thing to do would have been sacrifice yourself. That's just me. But anyways, so I'm not gonna speak anymore on this topic. You guys can comment whatever the fuck you want about it and get mad at me all you want. I don't care. So whatever. Anyways, but I'm done. I'm not even gonna reply to your comments. I'm not gonna speak on this topic again next video. I'm done. I just wanted to address that right there and get it out of the way, and that's I'm done. So now, Where are we at? What happened? Where did it end? They are about, oh yeah, they came up with this like lie that they're pulling back their forces, but really, and yeah, they were, but really they're just trying to get all their like enemy soldiers in one place and leave the HQ um, vulnerable and just take out their HQ and then eventually take out all their soldiers by blowing them up. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. Other than that, let's jump into the reaction, guys. Alright, so where should I start? Pretty good episode, actually. I mean, I'm upset. Clearly, I'm upset because I just feel bad for the other country just because they had no clue and they had really no chance. I mean, come on, guys. They had no chance. They took out their communications, their artillery, or whatever headquarters for like where they keep their supplies, their ammo and all that shit, artillery, whatever. Um, I mean, so when you do blow up their, what was it, their left flank or whatever it was, um, they can't, if there are any survivors or like those mages in the sky, they can't communicate to anyone else anywhere else, like their right flank, which they're, doing that lock and key, whatever, um, tactic. Well, they can't let them know, so they're fucked. They're just sitting ducks. I mean, sitting ducks, lambs to the slaughter, whatever you want to use, they're fucked. And that's why I feel bad. That's why it makes me kind of just want to cry because it's like they don't even have a fighting chance at this point. I mean, none. It's just sad. Like, all of this death, all this chaos, all of this for a borderline, for land. Like, why is it so important? Why is that so important? Why do all of these people have to die for something like that? It's just sad. It's sad. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just, like I said, I'm a really empathetic person. I don't like seeing people like needlessly slaughtered or like not even having a chance when they do die. You know what I mean? Like, it's terrible. Just like everything that's just happened so far. The people in the city being killed and they didn't deserve it. Like, they couldn't defend themselves, they didn't ask for it, and they're used as meat shields. And then the Germans find a way to really like a really fucked up way to consider all of the innocent people in the city as hostiles. Like, what? Oh, well, then they're gonna have to worry about, well, who's hiding in that building and who's hiding in that building. Snipers, whatever, like, so because you don't wanna put the hard work in, I mean, maybe that's oversimplifying, but fuck it, I'll oversimplify. You don't wanna put the hard work in, you don't want to like risk your life to actually like take down the people who are doing the fucked up thing by using those people as shields, and even putting them in that position in the first place. You would rather take the easy way out and just kill everyone so you don't have to like do the hard work of identifying who is a civilian and who is actually a soldier. I get it. And then if you do it your way, your life is guaranteed, or at least more guaranteed than it would be if you're, going through buildings or whatever. And then you get caught off guard. I get it. I mean, I understand that that's the easier thing to do, and it also or like I said, more so guarantees your life. Um, but again, I just see that as kind of like, it just kind of like speaks to your character, if that makes sense. Like, if you're willing to do that instead of doing the right thing, it shows that you've given into, your primal most basic instincts, and you're kind of more selfish than I would hope that you would be. I mean, you're a soldier, you have a gun, you have a way to fight. Those people didn't. They had no choice. So like that piled on top of the fact that they just doing this over a border, and then like how Tanya just like killed that guy, like recognized him, killed him. Oh well, and like takes his gun and like, ooh, a present for me, and just like, of course she doesn't get how important that gun is to him because we got the backstory, she didn't, but like knowing her as well as I do, I know she wouldn't care anyways, and she'd still take it. Um, Getting mad at Grants for not killing people when he was told, and like her just the way that she like manipulating people like throughout the whole show, like, oh, like that guy that told her about the plans, like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna tell him, oh, go to the back lines where you're safe. You don't even care if he's safe, you just want him alive so you can use him for information later, which is, and she admits to it, and then sitting there lying to herself and saying after that whole battle at the fucking city of Arene, oh, my hands are still pure snow white. No, they're not, you piece of human garbage. No, they're fucking not. They're the bloodiest hands on this whole show, probably. Aside from Zetur, who, oh my god, this guy is fucking heartless. He just comes off like he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he comes off like a monster to me. Like Tanya, like, he'll do anything he has to do. He'll kill whoever he's told to kill. Whatever. Like, if you told him to rape someone, like, if it was an order, he comes off like he wouldn't give a fuck. I really hope that's not true. But, like, his whole demeanor is just like, an order's an order. You know what I mean? Like, that's how he comes off. Or, like, we're just gonna slaughter them all. Like, what the fuck? Like, acting like these people did something so terrible. You know what I mean? Like, everyone, like, just generalizing, like, acting like they, what did they do that was so terrible? Where we'll destroy anyone that gets in our way. Like, what? What the fuck? I don't know. But anyways, like, just this whole like conversation too. Like, he, what did he do? He was like not answering their questions, the people of the government or whatever. Like, do you even care? Like, how is this gonna affect our economy? We don't want to drag this out because, you know, of the way it'll affect our economy and like the people or whatever. They didn't really say the people. They're more so concerned with their money, but I mean, the economy affects everyone, not just them. So, and he's just like, "Oh man, this tea is delicious." Or like his other answer was, what did he say? He was like, instead of answering their question, he's like, "Oh, we've got a surefire way to destroy them all." Like something like that. And it's just like he just comes off just so, like I said, just cold, icy. Like like I don't know, just heartless. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he just puts on like this facade, this act because he has to, because he's like one of the like brass and he's a leader and he has to make the tough decisions. I don't know, but like he literally seems like he thoroughly enjoys it. Like the smile on his face, the cruel smile on his face, guys. Like he comes off like he gets off on this shit, like he loves it. Not like it's sad, but it has to be done. Like we have to win. We have to end this for our people. Like he's coming off like, ha ha ha. Let's take all these motherfuckers out. Let's show them we're gonna go down in history as like the best. I don't know. Like it. Like what did he say? Like an art of war or the art of war. Like we're gonna be in the books about this. Ha ha ha. Like I'm the greatest. I'm the best. I'm number one. Like that's how he comes off to me. That's how he acts. Very like conceited about himself, about how he's gonna go down in history, about his accomplishments. Like he doesn't seem selfless at all. Like he really seems like he doesn't care about his citizens. Like they're just pawns to him. Like Lelouch with the Japanese, like they're pawns. Again, like let me mention this real quick about Code Geass. I know he uses them like, oh my god, so I was talking to Chris about this and he's like, that's a spoiler, don't ask that question. I was like, boy, I'm so good with these questions. Oh my god, like I asked the right questions so much. I just got so happy. But like, you know how I asked that question? Side note, this has nothing to do with Tanya, I'm sorry, but you know how I asked that question about how like, man, what do you guys think? Do you think now that Lelouch has been working with the Japanese for so long now, do you think that he cares about them a little more than he did in the beginning, or do you think they're just as much pawns as they were in the beginning? You know what I mean? Like I asked that question. I don't answer it if it's a spoiler, like he said, but I'm just saying like now it makes me think like, man, I can't believe I asked. Like I was just curious, you know what I mean? Like I was just thinking like, huh, I wonder if if they grew on it by now. And it ended up being an important question. Like, what the fuck? Mind blown. I was just like, oh. So now, yeah, I actually am curious to know. But, like, I'm just saying, like, similarities. Lelouch using them as pawns. He clearly uses his people as pawns, and I don't really think he gives a fuck who they are. Like, using Tanya's brain so he could win the war. But, like, if she died, I think he'd be more so upset that she died so he can't use her beautiful brain more so than he cares that a child was killed in war. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't come off like he has very many emotional attachments to people. Anyways, so what else happened though in this episode? I mean, yeah, man, they just blew them all up. That was just, I mean, easy peasy. Taking out their communications was really smart though. So like I said, they couldn't, you know, contact anyone. I already mentioned all that. The fuck else did I not talk about? Oh, so yeah. So now they're coming. Okay, so now that they took out the left flank, they can come through that way. They already have people on the right flank already from, I don't know what direction that is. Maybe east, and now they're coming in from like kind of like the west of them, maybe southwest and like northeast. And it seems like they're going to like just surround them and circle them and just take them all out. And that's it. I think that's the end of the enemy forces for, but I don't know if it's all of them. Like, it can't be for all the countries. I think that that's just, it's either France or the Allied Kingdom. I'm not sure which men are on the right flank. But what else? Oh, and then that guy coming in, the one who Tanya killed, right? He's back and he's got some power. I don't know if it's like he has a new pendant or if he has some like literally like a magic power within him because his eyes were like glowing on that bed and he even have a computation jewel with him. So I don't know what's going on there. I feel like being X gave him some power because he really wants Tanya to fail. He wants her to like be on death's door and call out to him and ask for help, or like maybe he just wants her to die at this point. I'm really not sure. Um, but yeah, and then he was so badass. One end like took out Grant's kind of. He's not dead. He had a shield up that shattered. He's just falling now. But one enemy down. Like I just can't wait to hear him like do that. Like boom, boom, boom. Like all that. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. And it's like I don't want to see all of them die because I don't think they're all bad people. I think I I don't know. Tanya seems the worst of all of the men in her or men and women in her battalion, but I just it's kind of like an underdog story. Like he had no chance and then he comes back and I just want to see him win and just show her all like you can't show her like you can't make a psychopath feel. So it's like you can't let her like not let her. You can't make her see what her actions have done or like how kind of heartless or cruel she's been. I mean, it's not gonna matter, but I don't know. It'll just be cathartic for me because I know what she's done. I know how manipulative she's been, um, and how. I mean, I guys, don't get me wrong. I sympathize a little bit with her. Like just because I said I think she kind of deserves what she's at right now a little bit more than I did in the beginning is because I saw her slaughter innocent people. I mean, come on. If you saw someone kill your dad, like, would you feel as bad for them and their backstory as you did before? No, you wouldn't. Like, someone got upset by that. Like, dude, I'm not saying I don't feel bad that she's been dragged to this world solely because she didn't believe in God. That wasn't right. I'm not saying that it is right. I'm not changing my mind on that. But after seeing some fucked up thing that she did, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna feel a little less bad for her. Of course I am. It's like a rapist maybe was like raped all his life and then he ends up turning into a rapist and rapes someone else. Okay, am I gonna feel bad for him after I found out he was raped his whole life by his like dad or something or whatever, or his mom or uncle or whoever? Yeah, I'm gonna feel a little bad for him and pity him a little bit, but I'm still gonna judge him and still hold him accountable for raping whoever the fuck he raped. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna be black and white, but I'm still allowed to not like someone for doing a terrible thing. I don't know. At least I think I'm entitled to feel the way I feel. You know what I mean? Like, don't criminalize me for that. I don't know. I just hope that makes sense, I guess. Maybe I didn't explain it well last time. Maybe I didn't explain it well this time. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Um, yeah, after this, they'll add a page about us to books about the art of war. Yeah, dude, they're gonna win. Oh, that's the other thing I want to talk about. What do you guys think they're gonna do after they win this war? Like, how are they going to approach this? Like, are they gonna go back and actually be peaceful? Or what? How are these negotiations? I mean, I don't know if they're gonna have negotiations or not over this border line, but I mean, they have to go talk to Norway or Lagon. Wait, how do you say it? Lagodonia about this at some point after this war. I mean, they won, so I'm just I don't know how does this affect all the other countries now that this is over? Like, I don't know anything about war, but like, are they going to like kind of rule a little bit like in Man at the High Castle after Germany and Japan won the war, World War II? They rule over like the whole world pretty much. Like they have men in like headquarters in almost I think every country. Or if they don't, I mean they have the nuclear plans. Like they're the only country with like the the I don't know what you could like yeah the plans to make a nuke, and so that kind of keeps other countries from attacking them. So I'm just wondering, like, what happens now with this, though? I mean, they don't have a nuclear bomb or atomic bomb or that technology yet, but I'm just saying, now that they win, what happens now? They just get the land and leave all the other countries alone? Like, where do you go from here? I don't know. I don't know anything about war, so I don't know how this all goes down afterwards, but I'm curious to see. I'm really curious to see. And I'm curious to see how like what the quality of life is in their country after this, and all of the I can't speak. I'm thinking too fast. Let me say that again. I'm interested to see how the quality of life of Germany is after this, and as well as the other countries that were in the war. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they're going to be garbage, I'm sure. Terrible, terrible, terrible living conditions. But and I want them to address the families. Like, how are all these families affected after this? Like, I want them to touch on that. I want these fucking generals to see that shit. I want them to see what this war has done to their people and all of the people in all of these other countries involved in this. You know what I mean? That I need that realism. I need that to feel all of the impact of this. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah. Um I think I have to go pick my brother up from his baseball practice. Okay. Yeah, anyways, remember to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. Other than that, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and I will catch you in the next reaction.